disrupted by this powerful nor'easter. Snow started fine and light, and then boy did it pick up through the afternoon. Areas now dealing with intense lingering impacts with extreme cold settling in. Winds are still gusty. Let's get out to Fox Weather Meteorologist Haley Meier joining us from Greenville, North Carolina. Haley, you've been braving this. Blue sky behind you. It's gorgeous. Hard to believe we are in eastern North Carolina right now.
Yeah, I mean, when I moved to New York City, I figured this would be the kind of snow I would get in the Big Apple or in New England. And yet every time I've covered a big snowstorm, I've come down south. So there's something a little fishy going on. And yes, this was a rare setup to see this type of snow for North Carolina. And when I say this type, I mean the powdery kind, where we have the snow to liquid ratios at about a 1 to 15. So 1 inch of precipitable water in the atmosphere equating to 15 inches of snow. That can only happen when temperatures are so cold. And typically for an environment across the southeast, you are usually hovering right below freezing, just enough to squeeze out snow. And a lot of times you'll have that rain-snow mix coming in, some sleet. From beginning to end, especially here in Greenville, all it was snow, and it came down heavy. It was light at first, starting off in Greenville in the morning, I'd say about 8, 9 o'clock when we were scouting out a location for yesterday's live shots. And then by about 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, it was coming down full force. We had that mesoscale discussion that was issued, highlighting that there were some bands of heavy snow that could be upwards of 1 inch to 1.5 inches per hour snowfall rates. I can say that definitely happened here in Greenville. Greenville, though, was a close call at a time because we initially started off our journey over in Raleigh. Raleigh, they got shafted through the majority of the event. They still came out with about 2.5 inches. Some of the reports just south of the Raleigh-Durham metro area. But some of the more high-resolution models, about 24 to 36 hours outside of this event really taking over, it was highlighting that dry slot, the area that was just missing some extra forcing to prompt snow. So we made the call, we came out to Greenville, and boy, was it a good call. The official report so far is 8.5 inches. But I call baloney on that because there's been multiple reports around the area, not from the official site, but from other sites that are coming in at 15 inches. That's the top report. That is about 4 miles to my southwest. 15 inches. You have to go all the way back to the 1980s to find something that is comparable to that here. I would say if we're going to be conservative, about a foot. Especially driving through some of these neighborhoods early this morning and knowing that some cars were definitely not moved within the last 36 hours. They got some big time snow piles. And so throughout the day today, I'll walk you through some of those neighborhood streets, show you what happened over in Greenville. I will say, although folks are really enjoying this, we have our big time sledding hill. Likely once the college kids start to wake up and recover from last night's shenanigans, dressed up as hot dogs, if you were watching Fox Weather yesterday, they'll probably be coming out, and this spot is going to be absolutely full. You can actually even see a couple patches of green along the hill, highlighting some excessive use. But really what it is right now is the cold. We're still under an extreme cold warning. That'll expire tomorrow morning at about 10 o'clock in the morning. So here wind chills could get as low as 2 below zero, especially into the overnight. Right now, I'll say I'm comfortable. I'm not really hating the vibe right now. Lots of sunshine, but the sun gets reflected with the snow, a much higher albedo. So that's, keeping things a little bit chilly here. Temperatures are going to be warming up gradually through about midweek. And so then we can look at the snow melting, refreezing overnight. So there is a black ice threat. And one thing that was really treacherous yesterday, the roads. We had that big time pileup just north of Charlotte, over 100 cars stranded on the interstate for over 5 hours. The National Guard had to come in and help remove some of these vehicles. Here in Greenville, we had Brandon Kopic. He came out and was helping to literally push people out of the road. We caught him in a live shot doing that. And we were talking to a couple of folks just around the area since we first got here, and we'll be throwing those thoughts your way in the next hour or so, saying that even this morning, so many people are getting stuck in the road. And so they are telling people that travel is ill-advised. Don't do that. They've canceled school, government officials, all of that is done for at least Monday. Tuesday for the most part as well, in anticipation for that black ice. Wednesday's when things should be getting somewhat back to normal. We'll see how things move throughout the next couple of days, but there was at one point a local state of emergency issued by the mayor here for Greenville, but we know that the entire state of North Carolina under a state of emergency right now from Governor Josh Stein. So There's been a very much big time winter weather event for a state that somewhat was left out of our historic winter storm last weekend. So Mother Nature is taking no prisoners this winter. She says everybody gets snow, you get snow, you get snow, you get snow. Thankfully, there hasn't been any ice here, and we know that that's been really the most cumbersome, with folks still without power in North Mississippi. So I did a quick power check this morning. Everybody's okay. Actually, 0 customers without power here in Pitt County. There are a couple sporadic power outages a little bit closer to the shore and up on the mountains. But other than that, North Carolina, it's just about hunkering down and staying warm through the next couple of days, Jane.
Yeah, the cold air is no joke. And you talk about staying off the roads. I mean, yesterday alone, the North Carolina State Highway Patrol, they said there were over 750 car accidents. So let's hope that that number is much lower today, as folks are just staying in, hitting the sleds in the backyard and not getting onto these roads because it is still very icy. But Haley, taking no prisoners, the West Coast is still looking at us going, wait a second, what about us? Because it's so warm. And I mean, the East is what is it? Skiing East is the beast or something like that. West is the best. Well, West is not the best this case when it comes to snow. Haley, we're going to check back in with you in Greenville in just a bit. Thanks for the update there.